Hi, good morning everyone. Going to do something a little bit different today. I think I'm going to do a daily blog. It's Monday morning, sun's shining, birds are singing. I'm starting work at 10:30, which is great. So just thought I'd give you guys a little bit of a blow-by-blow account of my day as an eBay reseller. I'm going to have a full day of work today, so I've got loads of things to be cracking on with. So I'm just going to talk you through what I'm doing, and if it's of any interest to you guys, give me a shout, and maybe it's something I can do maybe once a fortnight or so. So yeah, here we go. Enjoy. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do, these are my pickups from the last week, well some of them actually. So I've got a huge collection of Power Ranger toys which I'll be going through in a later video with you all. These are some bits and pieces I picked up over the weekend. I've got a PS1, these couple of chucks, can't find them anywhere, I don't know what they are, but they're quite cool. I've got a Super Nintendo and games in here, a load of DVDs that I'm probably going to take to the charity shop because I bought them from a charity shop for £5, taking the ones out that were selling separately, and I'll donate the rest again. In here we've got a load of Lego, some Star Wars figures that I picked up. This is a really cool 1995 Power of the Force Rancor. Is it 1995? No, it might be later than that, but he's awesome. Got an original Jabba the Hutt with his little funny thing that he stands on, his platform there. He's really cool. Got all these from Facebook, so yeah, some good stuff. And some really big and heavy cast iron pans. Great for assaulting your partner with. They were £2 each from a charity shop. Should hopefully get between £20 and £25 each for them. Box full of Lego there, which I sorted out yesterday. So what I'm going to do is take some of these to my storage unit, pick up a few things from there that have sold over the weekend, and then work on packing my orders. I've got 10 things to post that I've sold over the weekend. A few other bits and bobs to do. So, yeah, follow me on my journey. We'll see where we go. Okay, most of the small items that I've sold over the weekend are all at home ready, but I just got to grab this Nintendo from here. This is one of the things I've got 35 quid for it. It's just a Nintendo console with power supply, no controller, no games, power supply and aerial lead. Yeah, still went for 35 quid. I keep my bigger items, more expensive items here. So yeah, there we go. Just grabbing that, and then I'm off to home to start. Okay, so I was just meant to be going out this morning and picking up a few things from a unit ready to pack, but being the massive compulsive buying idiot that I am, I couldn't resist going into town and popping around a few of the local charity shops while I was there. So yeah, this is what I managed to pick up. I didn't pick up this cat. He's just lounging around. He is one of ours. We've got 4. I got a Henry Hoover, paid a tenner for this fella. You should get 50, 60 quid for him, although he is missing the his pipe. So it's a sad little guy. They have like picnics for these things. I don't know if they do that in America, but here in the UK, it's a bit of like a kind of like a, I don't know, like a bit of a cheeky little thing that they do over here. It's become a little bit of an icon, the Henry Hoover. So yeah, they have like picnic parties where you bring a Henry Hoover along. I don't know if it's an actual thing or I've just been being wound up. So there's the NES that I've got to pack. Also picked up a couple of printer ink cartridges. Paid 50p each for them. A couple of HP ones there. I'll sell them on Amazon, and they're going for about 30 quid each. I'll send them in FBA. Picked up a Sisters of Mercy album on vinyl. I'm hoping my cat isn't going to start cleaning himself anywhere inappropriate. You just stick to the leg there, Georgie. Don't do it. No, don't do it. Right, we're moving away. This is a family channel. So yeah, picked that up for 3 quid. Probably going to keep that because I do like a bit of Sisters of Mercy. Also got a few things from the Bernardos, all brand new and sealed. These are going to get sent into FBA. Got a Spider-Man camera. Got a QI board game. Again, all brand new and sealed, so it's ideal for FBA. Love QI. A cracking show. That was 2 quid. Show you. £2. And then a 20Q game. That was £1.50. So altogether I spent 16 quid. I should get 60 for that. I'll get about 18 for that. So it's at 78. They're going for about 35, 40 quid brand new and sealed on Amazon. So 60, 78, say 110. That's probably get about 20, 25 quid for it. So off 16 quid, I've probably got about 140 quid there of stuff. Oh, and the cartridges. It's another £1 worth of cartridges. 80 quid, well over 200 quid there, off 20 quid spend. So I do like me, them margins are pretty good. Not all days are like that, but you know, I've spent like half an hour, 45 minutes walking around town, popping in the shops, and then, you know, I've generated nearly 200 quid's worth of sales, probably 170, 180 quid's worth of profit. So yeah, absolutely over the moon with that. So yeah, I'm going to go on and actually start packing all my stuff for the weekend now. It's 12:30 in the afternoon, so I'm a little bit late doing this, but I got waylaid. I'm like a little magpie when I'm out and about. Just while I'm here, I'm going to quickly show you guys what I've been actually working on at home for the last few weeks with my dad. We've been building this entire wall unit here out of plywood, and we're so pleased with it. Just to give you some idea of scale, that's like a 49-inch TV there. So this is all made out of plywood, sheets of 8x4 ply. We built a frame on the wall, which we attached the back panels to. So they're entire sheets of plywood. You've got 1, 2, 3 there. We cut a hole and set the TV up onto the wall behind. So the front of the TV is flush with the back panel there. And then we've built this shelving in 3 sections. We started with the centre, then we built the one on the left, then we built the one on the right. All in all, it's cost us about £250 worth of materials, but what it's given us is a media storage solution for all of our stuff. Now, as you can see, and probably get an idea by the kind of things that I sell on eBay, that we actually do love things. We're not like compulsive hoarders, and I'm not like a massive geeky sort of family. Or I don't know, probably I am, yeah, but not like these people where it's like completely dominating and every sort of square inch of the house is covered in things. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I think that's absolutely brilliant, but we kind of do like things all organised and tidy. So this has been the solution. So what's allowed us to do is show off and get all of our books and DVDs and toys and things all up out on display. So, you know, we like to collect books about art and film, so they're all along the bottom here. Got over 100 of those, some really cool ones. I might do a video about them. I'm really into my Lego, so we got some Lego sets there. My awesome Voltron. He's nearly 2 foot tall, just to put that into perspective. You know, that's a big toy. So we've managed to get our speakers for our sound system built in, so they're nice and flush, really nice and minimal. It'll look great. The amplifier for which is down there. It's a 1970s Marantz amp. What's going to happen with that is that we're going to build a shelf for it under the record player, so the amp will go there, give it a little bit of breathing room around it, because the amps obviously need to have a little bit of room because they do get warm. Your Ghostbusters firehouse there. We love these Funko Pop things, so yeah, we like to collect these. We've got them for just about everything. So Christmas, birthdays, Valentine's, we always buy each other these things. So yeah, go to Simpsons house, Ghostbusters house. All our records are under here. We've got about 100 albums on vinyl, which we love. More Funkos, Nightmare Before Christmas ones. Some Transformers are mine. Obviously, because I do love me some Autobot action. And at the top there, I'm a huge Clive Barker fan, so that's all, basically every single novel Clive Barker's ever written. They're all first editions. There's a few signed ones there as well. We've recently started collecting these Barnes & Noble. These are beautiful books. I'm going to do a proper video about them all, but yeah, look at these. They're really nice leather-bound books. They're ace. And you just share loads of other little sort of trinkets and doodads and things. So yeah, do a proper video about that. I just thought I'd show it you while I was here. So yeah, moving on, I'm going to go in and do my packing now. So I'll see you guys all on the other side. Thank you. Okay, this is the stuff that I've sold over the weekend. Not too much, to be honest with you. I've only got 10 items, 3 of which are t-shirts, so nothing really of any huge value other than the NES, which went for 35 quid. Just a few bits and bobs, but I've had a really good week up to including that, so I'm not too bothered. And obviously, you know, from this week, from today onwards, now I'm going to be doing a lot more listing. So yeah, what I'm going to make sure is these are nicely, super well wrapped in thick bubble wrap. Got to be massively fragile, and I've had a bit of an issue with something a couple of weeks ago that I sent. Everything else is fairly straightforward. So yeah, next one I'll just show these all once they've been packed, because I can't pack and film at the same time, unfortunately. Just a quick little tip, I've put a little shelf on the edge of here, because what was happening with this, every time I was using it, it was pulling it off the end. So it's just like a little kind of bit of plywood that I've put. So yeah, so now when I'm using this and using it to tape stuff up, it just keeps it in place there. So yeah, there we go, quick little tip. I like to then just put a brief sort of description of what the item is as well. So sort of similar sized parcels. When I get my packing slip, I know exactly what it corresponds to. So yeah, just written on there candle because it's the candle holders. So they're individually wrapped in bubble wrap and then wrapped again together round in thick bubble wrap as well. So, you know, I literally just throw them around. It should be absolutely fine because you've got to presume that that's going to happen by the couriers anyway. So yeah, I always do that and just sort of see that, check that it feels okay. So yeah, there we go. As a rough guide, what I tend to do with all my items when I pack them is clean them, make sure they're all presentable in a sort of similar condition as to how I'd want them if I'd bought them. Then I wrap them in bubble wrap, wrap them in cardboard and wrap them in brown paper. Anything larger or fragile I put in a box. So yeah, let's just sort of show you how we do this. Maybe not so much with this book, it's okay, but I wouldn't need cardboard on that. But if it was like, you know, an expensive book, I'd like to sort of wrap it in cardboard just to help protect the edges and things. So yeah, there we go. Here I've built a little platform using an old brush that we had lying around, so that just helps when I can pull the bubble wrap off and it doesn't go everywhere. So yeah, just screwed a broom pole handle into a platform there, which is then screwed directly onto my worktop. So it just makes it easier. I can just grab it and pull off however much I need. There you go. I've just lightly bubble wrapped and put it in a poly mailer. I do have one of these here. It's a sizing guide from the post office, so it checks whether an item is thin enough to go as a large letter. So I've checked. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. Yeah, so that will. Yeah, there you go. That just squeeze through there as a large letter, so that's fine. I'll save on postage cost, so that's great. These here are the Polaroid sunglasses that I've sold. Lovely pair, actually. I think they were from the late 70s. Look absolutely fantastic. I paid 50p for. Wound up selling them for 25 quid. So just to show you, you know, a small pair of sunglasses, but I've made sure there's shed loads of bubble wrap around there. However much bubble wrap you think you've put on, always put more. You know, it costs pennies, and the peace of mind and the reassurance to make sure that it gets there in one place, isn't going to get sat on, is far outweighs the cost of a bit of bubble wrap. What I'll do with that as well, then, as you can see here, I'll roll that up in some cardboard before I put it in the brown paper again, so if something's going to get damaged, it's likely to be the cardboard and not the item itself. Just thought I'd show you some of these as well, actually. I might do a couple of these little asides during these videos because they're quite cool, actually, these daily vlogs. I don't know if it might be a recurring thing, but this t-shirt here is part of a massive bundle I picked up from Facebook about 3 months ago and paid £120 for about 100 not vintage t-shirts of Pink Floyd, Metallica, loads of other really cool bands, some Nirvana stuff as well. One or two of the Nirvana t-shirts were actual vintage ones from the 1990s, so they sold really, really well. But these ones here, I've been getting for between £8 and £12 each for them. Still got loads left to list. I've got literally a huge pile of them there to list, but yeah, they've been ticking away and they've been a really good seller. So yeah, always keep your eye out for you know, band t-shirts. This second hand, just make sure you wash them. They're not a particular brand. This one's Liquid Blue, which is like sort of named brand. Most of them are just Fruit of the Loom or Gildan, so you know, they're probably not even official merchandise, but they still sell really, really well. So yeah, there we go. And the last thing I've got to pack up is the Nintendo. Yeah, I'm going to say goodbye to this boy. We have got one ourselves, which we're going to keep. We don't even play on the damn thing, but it sure looks cool. So yeah, just going to bubble wrap it, make a box up, make sure I wrap the accessories separately, probably put some bubble wrap around the end of the plug because they can and have got damaged in the past whenever I've sold stuff. So always try and wrap your plug up if possible. Sometimes, you know, you can tuck it into the wires, but it's always best just, there we go. I'll do something like that, but then bubble wrap that as well, so that's not going anywhere then. Yeah. Where possible, I try and make boxes up out of smaller boxes. So what I've done here is that SNES has fitted perfectly in this wine box here, but there's not enough room for that. So it's dead easy. We just use the flaps. I'll pack the space there with a bit more bubble wrap and put some cardboard on top, and you've created like a bigger box there for it, which should then help protect it. And that's the last bit of my packing done. All in all, that's taken me about 40 minutes, which is a little bit longer than usual because obviously I've been stopping to every so often have to make like these little video clips. But yeah, usually that'll probably take me about 20 minutes, half an hour to pack 10 items like that. It's nothing very sort of stressful or strenuous today. Nothing very delicate or fragile, so it's all pretty straightforward. Hope that gives you some insight into my process here. I do still want to tweak this. I know it may sound like a really minimal thing to have to do, but this is like, you know, the sort of heart of where I get all my listings done. So it has to be as efficient for me as possible. So I am tempted to put like another pole in here so that this doesn't move about when I'm pulling the paper out. I want to make a few adjustments to the photo booth just to show you again really quickly. Built this photo booth out of old bits of plywood that we had lying around. So what we've done, we built this worktop along here. You've probably seen that in one of my earlier videos. Got a sort of shelf door here that you can open slightly for larger items, and then we've just literally put in a desk lamp up on here, just a cheap and cheerful one. Probably paid £3 for it from a charity shop, with a nice bright LED bulb in it. If you have a look at any of my listings, you'll see all my listings look great, nice, really evenly well lit. So even at night time, it's plenty bright enough in here for me able to get everything on. So yeah, there we go. So what I'm going to show you now is then going on to the eBay side of it, how I print off the labels. It's really easy, really straightforward. And I'm sure if any of you are doing this anyway, then you know you can probably skip this bit. Cheers. And through the magic of editing, here I am sat at my laptop. So yeah, we're going to go on my seller hub. I'm trying to do this one-handed, so you're going to have to bear with me. Dead easy. So sign in, seller hub, waiting dispatch, top rated seller. There we go. Quick look at my metrics here. Let's see what we got. Yeah, last 31 days, £3,000 worth of sales, 770 quid in the last 7 days. So yeah, it's been absolutely fantastic. 3 months, £7,000. So yeah, we're really pleased with that. So we do that, we go on to print, labels and post. Now what I've only just found out about 4 weeks ago, bear in mind I've been selling on eBay for a very long time, is that you can actually bulk print your labels. I did not know you could do this. So I've just been doing it individually. So it's so much easier. You go on to actions, dispatch action, print labels and invoices. Doing this in real time. It's exciting, isn't it? So we scroll down to make sure eBay delivery powered by shuttle labels are selected. They are changing that. I use the shuttle service. Click continue. I use the shuttle service, which means I can just pay for all my postage at the end of the month. I use Hermes Tracked, which is usually all right. But they're changing that. You can see there from the 25th of July. They're changing to Packlink, which means that I'll be able to pay for it individually as it's done, which is much better, because last month I had a £240 bill at the end of the month for all my postage. I'd much rather that go, you know, that gets paid as the item sells. So yeah. So what we do now, we select all the 11 orders. I'm going to sketch that out of the way because I don't want you seeing the other people's addresses really. So you do that, you scroll down to the bottom, let's just move out of the way, and we select what the postage options are. Now we've chosen what postage options we want. That gives us the total, and this is going to be added onto my monthly shuttle invoice. There's one of our other cats, that's Pixie. We have 4 cats, we do like our kitties. So click on review purchase. Confirm that that's all okay. It's going to have to pay now for the Royal Mail ones, that's the t-shirts, and the rest of it, the shuttle, is going to get added onto my monthly bill. You click that's all right. This will now then give you the options to print off the packing sheet, which is brilliant because it will show me which of the labels go with which parcels. Now this has added tracking numbers to all the parcels here. The buyers will have a dispatch confirmation, and then up at the top here it'll let me print off the list of all the slips first of all. This so I can marry up the parcels with the packing slips. So print that off. Wireless printer, which is awesome. And then I can also print off the labels themselves. Okay, after a minor printer malfunction, this is what you get. So that's a list there of all the parcels. I'm not going to zoom in because it's got people's information on. That's a list there of all the, well, it's not a list, that's the packing labels there. So I'm going to cut these out, put them in the little envelopes here, and then stick them directly onto the parcels, which are all here. Then I just need to drop them off, and then we're done. Then we're going to get some listing done today. And here's the finished article: pile of parcels ready to go to the Hermes drop off, which is the local one stop, and another pile there to go to the post office. So I'll do them later on in the day. In the meantime, now I'm going to go and get some listing done. So follow me into the garage and we're going to decide what I'm going to list. Okay, for my next trick, this is 25 items that I've picked up over the last week. I've neglected listing, so I'm going to get all of these on today. It's 10 to 3 now. I reckon it'll probably take me 2 hours, so hopefully by 5 o'clock I'll have got all these on and listed on eBay. If there's anything interesting during my listing process, I'll do a little sort of side note, and hopefully that should help the video flow a bit better. Okay everyone, that's today just about wrapped up now. I managed to get 24, oh boobs, hello. I managed to get 24 items listed, which I'm quite pleased with. I'm going to get another 20 to 30 on tomorrow as well. I've got so much to do. So what I'm going to do now is take the parcels to the Hermes drop off, maybe pick something up that I've seen on Facebook, I don't know yet. Then tomorrow I'm going to mostly be listing those Power Rangers. May do a video about them as I'm listing them actually. I had a couple of sales today, nothing crazy. Sold a Lord of the Rings DVD box set. No, Hobbit trilogy DVD box set. Yeah, that was it. Nothing else fantastic. Apart from that, I may start my FBA shipment later on tonight. I've got some items somewhere. Where is it? Let's try and spin this around. Somewhere behind me up there. Yeah, I've got a few bits and pieces I can get on FBA. Apart from that, oh, one dog. There we go. Apart from that, it's just listing as normal now for the rest of the week. So may do one of these once a fortnight. I have got my June sales video that I need to finish editing and upload, so I'm going to get that up soon. So you're going to be sick of the sight of me, I'm sure. Alright, so in the meantime, peace out and have a great day, whatever you guys are doing. Thanks for watching, and I hope this is a bit of interest to you all. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.